a Gwenwen of Fonantau. This is Reynolds Brienne's Challenger of Prince of Wales, son of Glyndŵr, Prince of Juzowska and Heisenberg's Bane. Young people, I've got an idea for you, a project. It's got a diary. Now, if you looked at my videos and all the craziness that's on them and how transparent that is, that's the idea. That I want to build the story world of Great Britain, and it's going to be about telling stories, and that the phones that are currently controlling you and not helping you are going to be your best friends, because you're going to just follow my model in what I've been doing, talking to yourself on the screen, but try and tell your story and say what's on your mind and talk to yourself, because I found it an incredibly helpful perspective to realise that in telling my story and speaking to myself into my phone, I've become more real. Truly, it's an amazing experience. And now I've come to this point through of deriving it. I'm just saying you can just test it by all making diaries. I want you to trust something from your prospective candidate for this. I need you to support me, young people. You're my soldiers in this, soldiers of silence. Soldiers of silence. The condemnatory stare is of a young person looking at an older person who has to forgive themselves for the planet of doom that they've delivered to you, young people, is unforgivable. But you will forgive them, because we need everyone to help. But the position right now is it's unforgivable for them. So by collecting all the diaries together, we're going to build your stories. And I want you to be certain of something. It's all transparent. What we've revealed is that you can't be private. The way to privacy is just to tell a rubbish story. Because if you're just saying, oh, I was train spotting and I love train spotting, and I'll come back to that. But if you we're telling something that nobody's very interested in, I guarantee you that people would be interested in it, and you'd find followers. You'd have a couple. One follower. Imagine that if you found a niche that I'm really interested in these leaves. I think these leaves, the way these ants, why do they do it that way? What's going on there? As a thought, and you go and you find one follower, and then suddenly you're on an information train, and it'll be the provenance of your thought about leaves is your story, and so the person you link with will look at your diary, and that will tell your story. So transparency is a good idea because you want them to really know you, and that you can pick up on the leaf stuff. They've got all your backstory lodged. And if you think about it as a project just to do, as a game now, because of my game to be Prince of Wales, which is a real game, you can do a real game too and record a diary. And then when we've won the game, and we will, we're going to use all your diaries to create the story of the Gwenwen of Fonantau, the spring, the Taffs Wellspring that will never end in our hearts. And it's begun here in our village, in our valley of wonder. So you young people of my country, prospectively, if you choose it, do it. You'll be pleased you did. And if you do it in the way that I think about, you're making friends with yourself, in the way that you talk to each other, that's what we're going to do. That's what life is going to feel like all of a sudden. Like you've got a friend who loves you. And you have, and I do. So, nice sign off, Martin. Love rules. Do the work. Choose.